So the ban on squatted trucks is dumb, but before you click-clack on your keyboard to tell me that I'm a loser, hear me out. For a little bit of context, these rolling monstrosity, this garbage trend, this is called squat. And it has officially been banned in the state of South Carolina. Now, it's been banned in a couple other states, but I don't care about those. We're going to be focusing on the ban as a whole. All right, so my opinion on squatted trucks is irrelevant, but just to clarify, I think it's silly, I think it's stupid, I think it's kind of gay. However, my opinion on government overreach, well, it's pretty based.
One thing, I'm not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30. I'm not a big fan of the government.
Truck squat first became a thing around 2017 when local man Rick Allen decided he couldn't decide whether to lift his truck or get nice wheels. So he compromised, cut the catalytic converter off, bought half the lift, and got some really nice shitty wheels off Facebook Marketplace. Shortly after, Mr. Rick Allen stepped back and said, "Shee, that shit jumping," or something equally stupid. A legend was born, but in a kind of white trash doesn't know the difference between your and your legendary way. And for several years, it was a huge trend. There were squatted truck only shows. There was hundreds of these rot boxes rolling around the East Coast. Dudes with your grandmother's haircut were all over the place, acting up for squat. Which is why in November of last year, the government decided they were going to finally do something about it. Several states passed laws banning the implementation of truck squat. And as a God-fearing Southerner, the government telling me what to do just doesn't sit quite right with me. So I've decided to take a stand next to my inbred sister cousins of the Carolinas and explain why the car community as a whole should have done more to prevent this from happening. Reason number one. This is America. You're really going to let some sissy lawmakers tell you what you can and can't do in the driveway of your double wide? No, if I want to go out there and cut the catalytic converter off my baby mama's Chevy Traverse and buy shitty wheels and tires for my Toyota Tacoma, by God, that is my right. Next time some sissy lawmaker tells you to like and subscribe, you should probably do it actually. Thank you. Seriously though, lawmakers over the last 10 years have been cracking down on car culture all across the country. Cities have been handing out noise violations for loud exhaust, the EPA is cracking down on deleting your diesel truck, whatever the heck that means. Oh, God forbid my truck not have a tank of deer piss, but a Tesla can burn for 6 days. Thanks, EPA. Makes a whole lot of sense. My point is, the government for the last few years has been encroaching on our ability as car people to do what we want to our cars. Look at California. They are the birthing ground of modern car culture, and they're handing out citations to people with stock performance cars with no modifications.
The motor officer Canright.
Hey officer, how you doing?
Doing okay. Hey, what year is this vehicle?
22.
Why is it backfiring?
It's
making noise.
I know, it's how it comes stock.
Really?
Yeah, you can check under the hood if you'd like.
Oh no, I'll just send you to the state rep, and what they'll do is send you back to the factory to have whatever. Is it in track mode?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so what they're going to do here, let me have your license. So what happens, I send you to the state rep. All right, state rep, we're here in California. They're going to suspend your registration.
Okay.
You can't drive the car. You got to go take it to the state rep. They're going to look at it. They're going to send you back to the dealer. The dealer has to remove the track options. You have to pay for it. It's about $4,000. Once that's been done, you go back to the state rep to verify all the track modes have been removed. You cannot drive this on the road with the track mode.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Well, you won't be able to anymore. You've just lost this. You're going to spend about $7,000 on this car right now.
That's how strict they are. That's how much they're cracking down on it. They are giving people tickets for buying cars. Kind of. If we continue to let this stuff go, if we continue to let these laws go into place, soon, all across the country, every state in this nation will have mandatory yearly automotive inspections. And not long after, we'll be told that cars, which were perfectly fine to drive a couple years before, are now no longer road legal, all because some lawmaker who has no idea what they're talking about made a decision. It's all a cash grab. It's all about getting money from the common man. It's so they can pass more laws to get more cash out of us. It's a vicious cycle, okay? Don't do the government, kids. And this is why I think the ban on truck squat is dumb. Lawmakers claim that it had a lot to do with people getting into accidents, not being able to see the road in front of them, and they just wanted to make the roads a safer place. However, within a 10-mile radius of you right now, there's at least a dozen out-of-work hairstylists driving a Nissan Altima uninsured with a pit bull in the passenger seat. And those people cause more car accidents than anybody else. If lawmakers really wanted to make roads safer, they would spend money on fixing the roads and beefing up our public transportation systems. But they don't want to do that because that costs money. That doesn't make money. If they really wanted to make the roads safer, They would track how many cars are bought at shitty buy here, pay here dealerships, and then they would cross-reference that information with how many of those cars are insured and allow officers to profile based on that information. But if that sounds like something a tyrannical government would do, it's because it is. We just haven't hit that level of the Matrix yet. And the squat ban is clearly a cash grab. They knew they would catch a couple hundred people before they were able to unbumblefuck their trucks. And they knew that they'd be able to find the hell out of those people. And to the Karens of society, who were somehow allowed to vote, it looks like lawmakers are actually doing something to protect their communities. But they're not. Because if the government is telling you that they're doing something for the greater good of society, you better believe that it's a lie and a part of some sort of agenda.
Remember, kids, the next time that somebody tells you the government wouldn't do that, oh yes they would.
Because how long before they decide that this is illegal, or that this is illegal, or that these are illegal? Actually, if they ban the use of those stupid stickers, I'd probably be happy. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is the next time the government passes a law telling law-abiding citizens they either need to comply or become criminals, you should vote against it. It doesn't matter what it is. Making things illegal, as we all know, just produces more criminals and creates more revenue. It doesn't actually change things. And that's certainly one of the hot takes of all time. And that being said, I'm Mr. Boost. This is my Instagram channel. Have a great day.